Okay, here we go. This is going to be an experiment to test the feasibility of using some LED lights instead of a greenhouse to grow some plants. I'm still trying to figure out this new camera here. What I've got is I've got two trays that are pretty much identical to each other. The plants are all the same. They may be in slightly different orders. We're going to leave one here on this bench in the greenhouse, and we're going to put one under LED lights. I'll show you that setup in a little bit. Let's visit some of the individual plants. These are all plants that, well, most of them are plants that would grow well in terrariums. This is Micotes petola. It's Nectochilus chapiense. There's a couple little Masdevallias. That is Pilea Moon Valley, I think. This is a lady slipper, Susan Tucker. Another lady slipper, that time is a Phragmipedium. That's, well, it's a red Phragmipedium. I don't actually have matched ones of those, but it's the same kind of breeding, so I'm hoping that the results will be similar. There's a little Cattleya species in the background. You can just see it there. That's Cattleya dowiana. That's a huge Cattleya, but they're little seedlings now. Let's see what else we got. That is an Equitant oncidium. Carnival costume. Also not a plant that I think would do well in a terrarium, but I love to grow them, so I'm hoping I can grow them under LEDs. That is a bromeliad seedling, a Lilliputiana seedling, and another one just like it. And then there is a Cryptanthus ruby. Now in this tray we've got, let's see if I can get it to find things here. There's a little Tolumnia hidden there. That's another lady slipper. That's a multifloral lady slipper, Rothschildiana bisanderianum. That is Prince Edward of York, also a very big thing. Probably won't bloom under lights, but it might grow under lights. We'll see that. There is a little, there we go. That one in the center is a little Peperomia, what I call little red tree. That's a good terrarium plant. We have, let's see what we have in focus here. Another, that's an actual mini Cattleya. You can't really see it very well. Let's see if we can zoom in. That's supposed to bloom on that size plant. That's a 1.5 inch pot. That's Dendrobium Aussie chip, another thing that I'm hoping will bloom. That is a Korean rock fern, another Aussie chip, another Masdevallia, another rock fern, a button fern, another Masdevallia, a lady slipper species, Purpurescens, another Masdevallia, another Moon Valley, and another button fern. So that's all the plants in this tray. I won't bore you with the next tray because they all look pretty much the same. But hopefully in a few months I will compare them side by side and see how we did. I also put a little sign on here so that people wandering through the greenhouse don't mess with this tray. Okay, so I am going to go and set up my LED lights, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, here's the light I selected. I didn't really select it so much as was presented with an opportunity to buy it, so I bought this one. Retail $150. I don't know what price you can get on the internet, but it looked like it was about the same. This is a Glow Panel 45 from Sunshine Systems. I don't know if you can read that on there. Now, the unit itself is square. It's got a little switch on it. It says on the box that you can hook up like 25 of these together. And you can see the little LED lights on the bottom. It turns out this is about 2 to 1. Let's see, there's 9 red LEDs for every 5 blue LEDs on this. I'm not sure that's the optimal ratio, but we'll see how it does. Let's see, it's 45 watts, and it says on the box that it replaces a 250 watt metal halide or HID light. I've grown under lots of metal halide lights, and I would be surprised if that's the case, but I'm not doing that comparison. I'm comparing to growing in a greenhouse. So let us let me take a break. I will plug it in and then I will turn it on and you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to turn it on. I must say that the hardest part about this whole thing was setting this up. And it turns out there's 4 little eye hooks and 4 chains. The little eye hooks weren't too bad to install. It took me a couple minutes. Getting this, it actually comes with one single S-hook here that you're supposed to put all 4 chains on. That just don't work. At least not for me. I tried. It took me 5 minutes to realize it wasn't going to work. I went to the tool chest and found myself 4 more S-hooks, and I put one around each of the 4 points there, and I've got it up as high as I can get it. This is much better than the 4 chains going to one S-hook. 3 probably would have been manageable, but 4 is it's really hard to work with. Okay, so here I'm going to turn this little. Here's a little switch. I'm going to turn it on, and boom, we went blue and red and purple and all sorts of cool colors. I don't know if you can see from the image. I don't know how well this is going to turn out on the camera, but it looks like there's a primary lighting space from right about here to right about here, and then it's dimmer out here and out here. We shall see. Now this is the exact same set of plants that I showed you before. Slightly different tray, but the same species and same clones and everything, except for that lady slipper is a little bit different. The plants look almost black under this light, which I suppose is good, which means it's not reflecting any green, because there is no green. We will come back to this little setup in about a month, I hope, and check this out. Today is, by the way, April 22nd, 2011, a wonderful cloudy 35-degree spring day in central Michigan. That's it for now.